Hello class, good morning. Let us continue with your chapter that is map. In the previous class we have done up till the topic called language of map, that is page number 15. Today we shall continue from the next topic, directions. Okay, let us try to finish up end of the chapter today. Yeah, we can. It's just two main topic, direction and subdirection, and under subdirection we have got other subtopics, you can say, that is scale and signs and symbols. So let's see what do we have today for us to learn in directions. The four major directions are north, south, east and west. Maps also follow the same system of direction. If you are clear about the four main directions, the sub-directions become easy to remember. See the figure given on the next page to understand the direction of a map. I hope you all are aware about the main four directions. If not, please mark it, page 15, under the topic directions, the very first sentence. We have four main directions, that's north, south, east and west. And also under this four main direction there are sub directions. Now let's see what are those sub directions as given in the page 16. You see there is a figure of map where directions are being shown on page 16 on top right hand side. The four main, that's north, south, east and west, and and sub directions means the direction which lies between them, like for example between north and east, that is northeast, between east and south, that is southeast, between west and south, southwest, and between north and west, northwest. So in addition to the four main directions, there are also four sub directions as we have discussed, that is northeast, northwest, southeast and southwest. So these are called sub directions. All right, I hope you're clear with the sub directions and the main direction. Next we have before I go to the next topic, that is scale, see there are some abbreviations, short form for the sub directions. Page number 16 on top under the topic sub directions, northeast is also called NE. I hope you have seen it's written within the bracket. Northwest, which means NW, southeast SE, and southwest, which is SW. All right, now let us go to the next topic, that is scale. We cannot make maps showing the actual size of places, so a scale is used to represent actual distance on Earth. Scale is the ratio between the map distance and the ground distance. Underline. What do you mean by scale? Scale is the ratio between the map distance and the ground distance. Okay, now why do we need scale? Basically, as mentioned in your book, this maps cannot be made showing the actual size of the place. Now for example, the India map that you are seeing in your book, page 16, if you look at the size, the way it is drawn in this, in one corner of the page, okay, which is, you can say, 1/4 of the page, just very small, the map that is drawn in your book. Do you think our the size of our country is like that? No, in fact India is the seventh largest country in the world when it comes to area. So that is the reason, since the actual size of a place cannot be shown, cannot be represented, and so a scale is needed so that the scale shows the actual distance that we have on the earth. Next para. Maps are always drawn according to some scale. A map without a scale is a sketch. Underline that. A map without a scale is a sketch. Okay, the difference between a map and a scale. Next, if on a map the scale states that 1 centimeter is equal to 100 kilometer, it means on that particular map 1 centimeter on the map is equal to 100 kilometer on earth. All right, so many a times, wait, if it is there in your book, I'll show it to you so that you have a better understanding. Yeah, you see on the very same figure on page number 16, right hand side on top, okay, the figure of the map that is drawn, just above that there is a small box within the larger box where it is India direction is written. And if you see, it's written in a very, with this very small letters. There's a scale given 0, and then in between there is 360, and at the last 720 kilometer. That means Now from 0 in between 360, that means that 1 centimeter, if it is 1 you measure it, okay, you will find it somewhere around 1 centimeter. That's equal to 360 kilometer on earth. So 2 centimeter, which means 720 kilometer on earth. So likewise, the book says if the scale says that 1 centimeter is equal to 100 kilometer, which means 100 kilometer on earth. As per the map, that's 1 centimeter, but when it comes to physical earth, then we will consider it 100 kilometer on earth. Next we have signs and symbols. There are many different features on land, such as temples, mosques, churches, road, capitals, cities, rivers, railway lines, etc. It is not possible to draw them on a map. Thus, standard signs and symbols are used to show them. Underline the second sentence. It is not possible to draw them. In place of them, what you can do is that grab your pencil. Okay, in place of the word them, you can write, it is not possible to draw the different features of land. Okay, you can write that. Different features of land on a map, and thus standard sign and symbols are used to show them. I repeat, it is not possible to draw different features of land. Replace the word them with different features of land on a map, and thus standard signs and symbols are used to show them. Some commonly used signs and symbols are shown in the table below. The one which we have already discussed in the previous class, table page number 17, which is on top of page number 17. So I hope you understood why these signs and symbols are required. It is because it is not possible to draw each one of them, on a map, like some of the examples they have given about the temples, mosques. Now see, page number 16, the map, the figure of the map which is given, okay, on your book on the right hand side. Now you just think about your locality. How many maps are there in your, I mean, sorry, not maps, how many temples are there in your locality alone, in your, the place where you reside? Now if all those temple you try to draw in a map of your state or of your locality, that won't be feasible. So as a result, what happens? Symbols and what do you call signs, are being used in place of those. The symbols and colors used in the maps are universal. That is, the same set of symbols and colors are used all over the world. Underline. The same set of symbols and colors are used all over the world. So they are called conventional symbol. Alright, another question. Why the symbols are called conventional symbols? The reason is because the same set of symbols and colors are used all over the world. In every map, a key is given which helps us to understand the meaning of signs and symbols used in that particular map. Alright, after we end this chapter, there's a book, that is, let me see, map practice book. Okay, so let us end this chapter. In the next class, what we will do is that I hope you are handy with that book. All of you have got that book. We will see that book, map practice, so that you have a better understanding. When we have a kind of visual image, okay, then that gives a much more better understanding in place of just creating a kind of an imaginary image. So we'll see to that. So as mentioned in the book, that in every map there is a key, and that helps us to understand the meaning of the sign and symbol which is used in that particular map. Example, page number 17 right on top. So with this we come to the end of your chapter. There are some key points given at the end of the text just below the green box. 5 key points to keep in mind which will help you to recapitulate the chapter that we have gone through. Please go through all those and the exercise. Okay, and the assignments I'll be sharing it with you. I hope you are verifying the answers every day, as because the following classes all the answers are being shared. So study at home, and in case of any query you can get back to me. All right, see you then in the next class. Study well.